Buenos dias.
Hello people, welcome back to Assassin's Creed 4. Today we're doing Memory 3 of Memory Sequence 2. And we've just arrived at the Governor's Mansion. As he did say in the last video, he's been kept in waiting like a week. Do remember that we're using the handle Duncan Walpole, I believe. Very strange name. So now we have to take the very long, excruciating, boring walk. Yeah, Duncan Walpole, I was right. Bam, 10 points to me. To the I think it's like a shooting gallery up here, if I remember correctly. And you can't actually run or sprint or do the fast walk. You just gotta walk up there, and then you find your first two Templars. The optional objectives here are to complete the shooting gallery and to pickpocket all three Templars. And I'll show you both when you can pickpocket them, because I did miss that on my first playthrough. Here's a cutscene, so I'll leave you to it.
Good morning, sir.
Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan Walpole?
I am indeed.
I thought as much.
Woods Rogers.
A pleasure. The same. I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite. She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Ah. Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet.
Okay, and we're back. Like I said, here we are. The optional objective just down there is complete Roger's shooting gallery. So here you got your 4 pistols. Unfortunately, they all do get taken away. You do get to keep one, but you got to craft yourself a new holster. So select the pistols like so. And you can just shoot like so. Now the shooting mechanics on this game are very, very good, very easy to use, all that stuff. You can do quick shots, which you will find out in a minute, where you can shoot the highlighted target just by tapping Y. Oh, I believe that man just shot me in the head, but didn't register. You can just hit it by pressing Y or triangle. I'm going to guess it would be on the PlayStation. So I want to talk about that man's scar. It reminds me of Capelli's scar from the Resistance series, if you've played them out there. Which, that was one of my first thoughts. Okay, and there we are. As you can see, press the Y to shoot the highlighted target. Quickly reload.
How about a true challenge?
Okay, so challenging one. So
Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this.
So it's a time shooting. You do have to reload, but I did find a good place to sort of stand. There we are. So if you just take, oh god, that person there, or the dummy, him there, him there, him there. That man just shot me in the head also. Right, just wait till you've got the 2 reloaded first, like so. Press LT, shoot him there, and you're done. Also get 350 reals. Nothing else to do here, so if you just go over to Julian here and press B to continue.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah, damaged sadly beyond all repair.
Uh-huh. Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs.
Okay, so now we have our hidden blades, 2 of them, as is the custom, like you just said. It used to be 1, but then for the sort of veterans of the series, you know, Ezio actually got 2 made by Leonardo, another one made by Leonardo da Vinci, and it's sort of been that way ever since. So here we are, we've just got to show these 2 a few of the assassin's techniques. I'm surprised he can do, even though he's not actually an assassin. So there we are. So if you just up on the D-pad to select them. So here we are. All the same sort of executions are back. You know, you've got your air assassination, your double assassinations, all that. So it's shown here, just like so. Come on, which one do you show? Ah, bales of hay. Same again, hide in the bale of hay and assassinate him.
God, that's the spirit. Secrecy.
Come on.
The advantage of surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that
Ah, blind corner one.
around the blind corner?
I think if you like that. Ah, I see. Blend in and like that. It has been a while since I've started the game over, so it's taken a bit of time. A lot happens in this game. There's actually 13 memory sequences. So, and the sequences are quite long. An air assassination is now one of my favourite ones. Also, it was very, very good when they included this in the series. Like so.
Magnifique. Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at...
Ah, the running assassination. I was very excited when I found this out in the first Assassin's Creed. I believe you did it.
Such a powerful strike.
There we are. Now, if you hadn't guessed, these two gentlemen here, and also the governor, which we meet, they sort of serve as the main targets to sort of hunt down in the game. But you don't hunt them down until the very end of the game, because obviously Kenway, he's not associated with assassins or Templars. He's just after the money, which I thought was quite a nice twist on the game. If I'm perfectly honest, it wasn't yours. You know, it wasn't go here, find and kill this guy or the Templar like it was in the other games. It was a nice little twist on it. So, but so we're just walking through. We do return to this area in another memory very soon. It's one of my favourite parts actually. It was nice and not nice and easy. It was just nice to do. And but the story, it doesn't slow down. You get introduced to the main plots of the story right at the start, and then most of the time it's just Duncan going after money. Like you meet a certain character, and you don't hear anything of him throughout the whole game mostly. So it's more just trying to set up the Republic in Nassau, the pirates. I think it's called the Pirates Republic. So it's mostly just about that. So it was a nice little twist on the story. But this is one of the most boring sequences of the games I found. It's not much happens. And all that. So we're just walking along. He's talking about what he did in Madagascar with all the pirates. So, yeah.
Best of luck with that.
That man sitting down there on the chair is the governor, and here's a cutscene.
Grandmaster Torres, Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss. Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislators of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached the quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cool. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought. By the Father of Understanding's light, let our work now begin.
So there we are. If you hadn't already told, these gentlemen here are Templars, and this is the place where you can pickpocket all 3 Templars. So just go over to them, hold B like you normally would, get yourself some money. Very, very astute, these Templars. Yeah. There we are. Now they're talking about this place called the Observatory, which is like a precursor sort of place. I won't tell you what it can do, but that serves as the main point of the story. Edward's trying to track it down. Most of his pirate friends and his crew are just calling him crazy, calling it a fairy tale, saying it's pointless. But you do end up going there, and quite a bit actually. I think 2 or 3 times you end up being there. So there we are. He's just telling you about it now. It can sort of, it's like a super spy machine, I think, if I remember correctly.
And we must take it for our own.
Here we are. Now, those cubes over there, if you can just see on the table, they actually have a small glass circle in them, and that can hold blood. And whoever's blood is in there, you put it into the machine, the observatory, and you can see through their eyes. So, if you hadn't noticed there, they're talking about a man called the Sage. And that is the next memory where we find him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the Sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
And there we are. Memory 3 is completed. Bit of a boring one, but you know, maybe you didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe you stopped. So I didn't like it. 2 stars. Very, very boring. But then you got to lay out the basis of the story somehow. So make sure you tune in for the next video, which I do believe is just a bit more action-packed. And I hope to see you there. Goodbye.